Hello my friends, this is Ayşenur Altan. Today I'm making Turkish GOZLEME flatbread with beautiful vegan filling. It's so delicious that many people think it has meat in it when they taste. But instead it has onions, eggplants, pepper, tomatoes and seasonings. I will show you how you can roll out the dough both with a rolling pin and an oklava, Turkish tin rolling pin. Let's begin. I have 3 medium-sized eggplants, 1 onion, 1 tomato, couple of green peppers, and also gonna use couple of cloves of garlic. My green peppers are mild. If you cannot find, you can try to use bell peppers. Just finely chopping after the onions. Put them separately because we're gonna saute first the onions, then add the peppers, and finally the eggplants. Use your widest pan available because veggies will need some space when first adding. Heat about 4-5 tablespoons olive oil and begin to saute the onions with some salt. While my onions softens and get some golden color, I'm gonna peel my tomatoes and finely chop. To give some extra flavor and color, I added about half a tablespoon tomato paste and about after 1 more minute added the green peppers. Next, the eggplants. If your eggplants has a bitter taste from time to time, you can soak it in some salty water before adding and pat dry, then use it in the filling. I stirred from time to time, close the lid, let it cook evenly and reduce in size. Meanwhile, I'm gonna prepare my gözleme dough. I'm using about a 300 milliliter mix of water and about 2 tablespoons yogurt, which makes ayran. The yogurt will help to get a more softer texture in our dough. Adding teaspoon of salt and about 3.5 cups of flour first, and then gradually I added more while kneading my dough until it is smooth, not sticky, playable dough. My eggplants are soft enough, reduce its size, and I'm ready to add my chopped tomatoes and spices. Some black pepper, paprika and salt. If you want, you can also add pul biber, chili flakes and your favorite seasonings. Please write down in the comment section if you have suggestions for seasonings. I waited for about half an hour to let it cool down my filling as well as to rest my dough. As you can see, it is still soft. We don't have any yeast, but the softness will come from the yogurt. I cut the dough into 10 pieces and then roll out to make balls. Now using my rolling pin and at the first hand adding lots of flour, I'm gonna roll out my dough thinly into about 2-3 millimeters. Traditionally we use this thin oklava rolling pin to roll out to make gozlemes or even börek or baklavas, but later on I'm gonna also show you only with a rolling pin how you can make it. So after a time I use just enough flour so it doesn't stick, and alternately I'm using my oklava and a rolling pin. Since the dough has rested and has some yogurt in it, it rolls out very easily. Use enough from the filling to spread evenly to the half of the dough. And then close with the other half. Make sure to seal the sides. I turned on the heat. My pan is already heated and I'm ready to cook my first eggplant gözleme. Even though it needs some skills to roll out the dough with thin oklava, it is not so hard to make. You just roll, add enough flour and keep rolling out, pressing from the sides of the oklava, not from the dough, until it is thin enough for about 2 millimeters, as you can see. We don't want to make it too thin because it still needs to hold the filling. Another important thing is if your cast iron or non-stick pan, in this case I'm using special gözleme pan, but you can also use regular pan. If it is smaller than this one, you have to make your balls smaller so it can fit to your pan. Instead of making 10 balls from the dough, you can make 14 or 15 to make it smaller. And after I cook the one side of the gözleme, I lightly butter the sides and then continue to cook the both sides again. We are looking some crispiness, golden color, some spots that are brown. Our filling is already cooked anyway, and make sure to put them on top of each other to keep them soft. Let me quickly show how you can roll out the dough using regular rolling pin. Again, use enough flour and flip the dough from time to time, and beginning from the center, working to the sides, roll out the dough until it is thin enough. My filling wasn't enough for the last two pieces, so I added some cheese and cooked the others plain to use as a wrap. And here it is, my friends. I cooked them all. Let me show you how it looks inside. They are still crispy and buttery and soft on the inside part a little bit. I prepared cold yogurt drink ayran to go with it. It is really rich, my friends, the filling. Very tasty. This is the one with cheese, but the others are vegan with eggplant filling. I also have other gözleme recipes on my channel with minced meat filling, spinach filling, and many more. I hope you give it a try and enjoy. Let me know how it turned out, and see you in the next episode. Afiyet olsun.